guys are ready whenever you want.
Cool. All right, Sherdog.com here with Diego Sanchez, who's going to take on Mickey Gall at UFC 235 Saturday night. Diego, this is pretty cool, man. You've been around for quite some time. You've seen multiple generations of fighting. What is still motivating you at this point?
The motivation has always been passion, and that's love. Passion. Another word for it is just love. I got love. I got love for the sport. I got love for the training. I got love for the UFC, and I do this because this is my destiny. This is what I was born to do. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. You can't tell a warrior to put it down when that's what he does. You know, if I was done, I'd be done and I'd be gone. But the longevity that I have, it speaks for itself. And here we go, another run.
Speaking of longevity, how long do you see yourself still competing? Like how many more fights do you think you have left in you?
You know, that's a number that I wouldn't put a number on that. You know, the only thing that matters is that I'm healthy. I feel great. I'm fighting at the right weight class now. So, you know, it just depends. You know, when the time is right, I'm gonna know, and I'm gonna be the person that says, all right, let's take this fight in a different area. You know, maybe not the octagon. Maybe we're gonna take this fight out in the streets, wherever it may be. You know, for something. But I will always be a fighter, and I will be always fighting for something, and something that stands for the good and stands for God.
So when we spoke with Mickey Gall earlier, he said that this matchup was kind of floated to him about a year ago, and it sparked his interest. On your end, was this something that was brought up a little while ago and just kind of sat in the back of your mind?
You know, the thing was, Mickey called me out. It was sometime around summertime last year, and you know, when someone calls me out, I just look at it as a compliment. They're looking at your name, they're looking at your value, and they're saying, all right, this guy is a guy that will give me definite notoriety, will give me definite success if I beat a guy. It'll give me a name. It'll give me something, you know, that's not CM Punk. That's not a fresh, young Sage Northcutt, you know. This guy, you know, he's riding a false wave of confidence. He's never fought nobody. He's a baby. He's a baby in the game. And he said it himself when he fought CM Punk. There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit, CM. And I'm on different level. And yes, level by level by level by level by level. That's how you get better. That's how you ascend to the top. But for me, it's been little levels, years of experience. So you're telling me a man with 6 fights, and none of these men were even able to put him into a real war. He fought a bunch of nobodies, and the UFC has given this kid a straight, you know, this kid was brought in to fight a CM Punk who had fans in the WWE. So from a marketing and a business perspective, we have all these dollar signs of these WWE fans, and we want to translate these dollar signs over to us here in the UFC. All right, we got to find the right guy with a 0 professional record to get in here. All right, we found Mickey Gall, 4-0 amateur, and threw him in there. He beat CM Punk, so now he has that value of CM Punk. He has a lot of CM Punk fans. He has some value. All right, so we're gonna use this. He's young. Let's work with this, and let's see what we can do. Let's build him up a little bit. Let's give him this guy. Let's give him that guy. All right, let's give him a 55-pounder, Sage Northcutt. You know, the guy hasn't fought nobody, and he's gonna walk into a real reality check come Saturday. It's not gonna be pretty for him, and I'm happy for him that he has a good degree under his resume, and he might have to go back to using his resume and his degree after this fight, because I'm coming with vicious, malicious intent to break his face, slice him up, hurt him. This is not gonna be a pretty fight. and there will be no stalling in this fight. I'm coming forward. I'm going to attack him. I'm going to press him, and he will feel the pressure of the lights for the first time. He's going to feel the pressure of the fans for the first time. He's going to see me walking out with my music. He's going to feel it. And he's going to feel nerves for the first time. Because he knows this is the first time he's going in there with a real true warrior. Trust me, he knows this, bro. He knows this. That's why he's up there smiling. That's all he can do is crack a little smile. That's all he can do is crack a little smile. Cracked a couple smiles. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know how to react. Got a real fight on his hands. Got a real war on his hands. This is somebody who's been fighting his whole life. And I am not old, and I am not washed up, and I am better than I've ever been, and I'm bringing that shit to the cage. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission for that gold belt. I might have hit some ups and downs, but Diego Nightmare Sanchez is back. I might have tried the martial artist way, the sportsman way. That ain't me. This is war, and it's go out there and destroy your opponent. Squish his head like a grape.
So acknowledging that he is relatively inexperienced compared to you, what do you see as far as his advantages? Like what strengths does he have that you want to avoid?
He doesn't have advantages. He does not have not one advantage in this fight. The only thing that he has is height. He has height, he has reach, but he doesn't know how to use his height and reach that well. He's not a striker. He's not a natural striker. A natural striker will know how to use his reach, like Stephen Thompson, like guys who are quick on their feet. And this guy's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's a wrestler that went out there and tried wrestling, got his ass pinned all season, and went and did jiu-jitsu because he thought jiu-jitsu was the Gracie way that you could beat wrestlers. And he's gonna come and find out this ain't playing. This ain't no games. He don't got no advantages. He doesn't have nothing. He's going in there, and once he feels this pace, once he feels my pace, once he feels this welterweight, no cutting weight, conditioning from high altitude, he's gonna think about going up to 185 because he's a big boy.
So this is kind of similar to the build-up with your fight against Craig White, where you were counted out by a lot of people, a lot of so-called experts and pundits, and even fans were kind of counting you out on that one. Is this feeling the same, like another young guy that is favored over you, and you got something to prove?
Absolutely not. This one feels a lot different. I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot in the last 5 months, and this is a different Diego coming in here. I learned from that last fight. I had to do that training camp facing the hardest of hard emotional distraction. I mean, going through a divorce, going through the pain of separating from the love of my life, going through the pain of not being able to see my daughter every day, going through the real shit life pain, and coming out on top, backing me into a corner and saying, I'm not going to fight my way out of this corner. I'm going to blow both of these walls off this corner, and there ain't going to be a corner no more. And going through that in the last training camp, being able to focus this training camp and be 100% the way I was in the beginning of my career, being me, the true, authentic Diego Sanchez, Diego Nightmare Sanchez, doing my weird shit. My weird shit is where I am a creative genius. I do my weird shit. I gotta do a lot of weird shit that is outside the box, and that is why I am still here. That is why I have the longevity that I do. It's because I'm different.
So with the family issues that you mentioned, is everything better on that front?
No, nothing is better. It's better that I'm not in the same unauthentic situation that I was. So now I'm truly being the real Diego and living for my destiny and going after it with everything that I got for my daughter, for my mama, for my daddy, just like it started. And now I'm here and I got tons of purpose. I have so much purpose to fight for. And You know, you could add to that purpose the woman that gave up on me, the love of my life giving up on me. Yeah, most people wouldn't even say it in a conversation in an interview and speak the truth about what happened in their life. But it's a real life situation. I'm living a real life, and I'm fighting for my life. And that's something that this little young buck don't know. I'm fighting for my little daughter. I'm fighting for my career. I'm fighting for my future. I'm fighting for everything right now. And I've put in everything that I can into this training camp, and I'm coming in here full force. This is going to be a first round finish. I'll mark my words right now. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to take this man out. I'm going to hurt him, and it's going to be brutal.
Well, Diego, good luck to you Saturday. Appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.